What if your favorite childhood hero, half dog, half man, all cop, was coming to life on the big screen? Well, it's happening. The Dog Man movie, one of the most anticipated films of 2025, is almost here. Fans of Dav Pilkey's beloved book series are buzzing with excitement, and for good reason. From action-packed moments to laugh-out-loud humor, this movie promises to bring the world of Dog Man to life in a way we've never seen before. Let's dive into everything we know about the story and why it's set to blow us away. The world of Dog Man is anything but ordinary. If you're new to the series, here's a quick rundown. Dog Man is a crime-fighting hero with the body of a policeman and the head of a dog, thanks to a wild accident that combined the best parts of both. He works alongside the chief, the no-nonsense head of the police force, to keep the city safe from villains. One of those villains is Petey, a mischievous and clever cat who's always cooking up schemes. But things get interesting when Petey creates Lil Petey, a tiny and innocent version of himself, during a failed cloning attempt. So you've probably heard the buzz. Dog Man, the DreamWorks movie, is set to hit theaters in early 2025. But here's something cool. Recent leaks and teasers suggest it might be even more epic than we thought. From the very first trailer, it was clear we were gearing up for an epic face-off. Dog Man versus the world's grumpiest feline villain, Petey. But while we knew sparks would fly, what we didn't know was how it would all play out until now. A new TV spot has given us a juicy sneak peek, and guess what? Dogman actually manages to cuff Petey. That's right, our favorite crime-fighting canine takes the bad guy down and hauls him straight to jail. Now, to be fair, we can't say with absolute certainty this happens after their very first clash, but it sure looks like the aftermath of the big opening battle. And let's face it, locking up Petey never really holds for long. How do we know? Well, an earlier leak revealed Petey being launched out of cat jail in a way that feels straight out of the Dog Man book series. It's all coming together. A fierce fight, Petey's capture, his daring escape, and of course, a rematch. There's even a chance that Petey studies Dog Man's moves during their first encounter, which could give him an edge in round 2. But let's hope Dogman's part dog, part human, all hero energy is enough to pull through without too much trouble. After all, every great hero deserves their victory moment, right? The trailer already teased that reporter Sarah Hatoff will be shining a spotlight on Dog Man's heroic feats, so it's pretty safe to assume this intense bank robbery scene will make it into her report. But let's not forget, DreamWorks loves to keep us guessing. What if this scene is a clever misdirect? What if it's actually a major spoiler they snuck into the promo? Here's a wild theory. In a recent Dog Man video game, the city's prison is breached, unleashing a wave of criminals who wreak havoc everywhere. Could the movie borrow this storyline to tie in with the game? Imagine an entire city crawling with villains, chaos erupting left and right, and Dog Man struggling to keep it all under control. This bank heist could easily be part of that bigger picture. Whether it's a fast-paced montage or a pivotal turning point, it's got all the makings of an unforgettable action sequence. Now, about Sarah Hatoff, fans know she's a major player in the Dogman books, so it's exciting to see how central her role will be in the movie. Fingers crossed she gets plenty of screen time. And there's good news. A leaked scene shows Sarah at the police station, locked in what looks like a heated argument. Her expression? Pure determination, like she's piecing together a big criminal conspiracy. Here's where it gets really interesting. The movie will feature the mayor, a shady figure in the books who's secretly pulling the strings behind the city's crime wave. Could Sarah be the one to expose the truth? With so many intriguing possibilities, the wait for this animated adventure just got a whole lot harder. We've seen several leaks, and thanks to them, we've known for a while that Flippy the Goldfish is making his big screen debut. Just like in the books, Flippy is no ordinary goldfish. He's a cyber-enhanced psychic powerhouse and looks to be the movie's ultimate villain. And if the leaks are accurate, we're in for an epic showdown between Flippy and ADHD, the robot Petey built for his son, Lil Petey. One particular leak teases a jaw-dropping moment where Flippy uses his telekinetic abilities to hurl ADHD straight toward a volcano. The stakes couldn't be higher. Will ADHD survive? He's tough, no doubt, but lava has a reputation for destroying, well, everything. Still, since ADHD is a machine, there's a chance he could be repaired, maybe even by Petey himself. Here's where things get even more interesting. Some leaks hint that Petey might flip sides and become a good guy. If that happens, it could open the door for a new villain to step in, someone like Dr. Scum. In the books, Dr. Scum is a robotics genius with a sinister edge. Imagine this. Dr. Scum shows up as a seemingly kind scientist helping fix ADHD, only to reveal a hidden agenda. Maybe he clones ADHD to build an army of robots. Now that would make for an incredible mid-credits twist. With so many wild possibilities, it's safe to say this movie is gearing up to deliver some unforgettable moments. Flippy, ADHD, and the potential arrival of Dr. Scum, it's going to be one action-packed adventure. Fans of Captain Underpants are in for a treat, as we'll likely be introduced to Harold and George in the Dogman movie. These two mischievous boys, the stars of Dav Pilkey's Captain Underpants series, are also the creative geniuses behind Dogman himself. Just like Captain Underpants, Dogman is a character dreamed up, written, and illustrated by Harold and George. The movie will likely begin with the boys crafting their latest comic, seamlessly transitioning us into Dogman's vibrant and action-packed world. In this movie, we'll meet Officer Knight and his loyal dog, Greg, an unusual yet lovable pair of cops. Knight is strong, but, well, not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed. Greg, on the other hand, is clever and resourceful, but limited by his canine body. Together, they balance each other out, though not without a few hilarious mishaps. The villainous Petey the Cat recognizes this dynamic right away. Individually, Knight and Greg aren't much of a threat, but together they could cause him serious trouble. So, like any cunning antagonist, Petey hatches a plan. In the books, he sets up a trap to blow them up, and from the trailer, it seems the movie will follow a similar path. The bomb, strategically planted in an abandoned factory, is designed to harm only Knight and Greg. The aftermath of this incident is where things get wild. The injured duo is rushed to Nurse Lady, who performs one of the most outrageous medical procedures ever. To save them both, she fuses Greg's head to Knight's body, creating the one and only Dogman. With Knight's physical strength and Greg's intelligence, Dogman becomes the city's ultimate crime-fighting hero. From this point on, Dogman's adventures take center stage. Reporting his heroic deeds is Sarah Hatoff, the world's greatest journalist. She's often seen on TV, capturing the public's reaction to Dogman and sometimes lending her own wealth of knowledge to help him crack tough cases. With Harold and George's creativity framing the story, Petey's cunning schemes, and Dogman's journey from underdog, literally, to hero, the movie promises to be packed with action, humor, and heart. It's a fresh, engaging way to bring this beloved character to life, and fans of all ages are sure to love it. One of the most exciting reveals about the Dogman movie is that Chief, one of the funniest characters from the books, is getting a major role in the animation. It's hard to pick a favorite in the world of Dogman, but Chief is definitely up there for me. If you love characters who constantly bicker but clearly have a soft spot for each other, you're going to adore him. Chief is the classic grumpy yet lovable character. He's always grumbling about Dogman forgetting something or making a mess. It's part of the job when your best cop is half dog. But beneath all the complaints, it's obvious how much he cares about Dogman. Their dynamic is hilarious, yet heartwarming. And if the movie stays true to the books, we'll get to see their friendship deepen even more. I can't wait to watch their bond grow on screen. Let's take a closer look at the leaked Dogman movie poster because it's packed with hidden details that hint at what's to come. If you focus on the buildings in the background, you'll spot something very interesting: the infamous Cat Prison. And who's locked up in there? That's right, none other than Petey's father, one of the most dangerous and cunning cats of them all. Petey's father is almost certain to make an appearance, but he's not the only one. Fans of the series will be thrilled to hear that Big Jim, aka Commander Cupcake, is also likely to show up in this first movie. Big Jim's arrival in Cat Prison is a pretty big deal, and it ties in perfectly with the timing of the movie's release. Here's why. The Dogman movie is set to hit theaters at the end of January 2025. Meanwhile, on December 3rd, 2024, Dav Pilkey, the mastermind behind Dogman, is releasing the 13th comic in the series. And guess who plays a major role in that upcoming comic? Big Jim. It all lines up, making it pretty clear that these leaks about the movie's character lineup have been spot on. If you've been following the leaks, you might remember early hints suggesting that Big Jim would play a part in the first film. And for longtime fans, this is huge news. Big Jim is one of those characters who brings both humor and depth to the series, so seeing him in the movie will be a real treat. What's even more exciting is how the movie and the comic release seem to complement each other. It feels like Pilkey and the filmmakers are giving fans the ultimate experience, expanding Big Jim's story in the comics while introducing him to new audiences in the movie. With Petey's father, Big Jim, and a host of other fan-favorite characters likely making appearances, the movie is shaping up to be a must-watch for fans. And if you're as excited as we are, make sure you're ready for all the twists, surprises, and epic moments this film will undoubtedly bring.